Well, hello, Gemini. The first thing out I wanted to state is a huge thank you to the Geminis and cross-watchers out there that viewed the video. One of the videos has been going around the internet or rather the World Wide Web for quite a while, and I just wanted to thank you guys especially, because by doing that, that allows this message to go out to other people. So thank you. And thank you to everyone who watches. The same thing, the more people who watch, the more the message can get sent around to those who need to see it. Now, since this is a general collective reading, though, it will not resonate with each and every Gemini or cross-watcher who views the video, so please only take what resonates with you and leave the rest for someone else. This is a timeless video, so it's not as important that you see it close to when it was created, but rather, if Spirit gives you an intuitive nudge, that's a sign that there's a message in the video for you. Also, Tarot is genderless, so if a reference is made to, say, a King of Cups or a Queen of Pentacles, it does not mean that the person holding that energy, that is their gender. A man can hold feminine energy, a woman can hold masculine energy, and vice versa. So you'll have to see how that resonates with you. The last thing to be aware of, Gemini, is when I'm speaking about you versus your person of interest, you can flip the roles if need be. So just see which side resonates with you and then take the reading from that perspective. So the first card I see out, Gemini, is Death. There's also two other cards in two other decks that talk about change. We have Uranus here, and then we have 555. So all of these cards talk about change. This specifically talks about transformation. So don't be worried when it says death. It does not mean it has to be an actual physical death. It often means transformation, and I believe that's what it means in this particular reading. Someone had an ideal partnership, but there's been a death of that partnership. There was some fighting also, I believe to possibly try to save the relationship, but nevertheless, whatever the disagreements were, judgment was made. Someone had sent a message. It's a very slow-moving message, but nevertheless, a message and an offer of love was presented to someone. They have offered this up. They hold the Emperor energy, and they are basically waiting at the dock, ready to go, bags all packed. This person has taken time to review something, to go over something. There's been a lot of thought that's been put into something. And they've come in as a Knight of Wands in reverse. So this person is coming in pretty fast. Two of Swords is here, and it's perpendicular, which tells me that a decision is being made, but the person making the decision, which in this case, because I'm speaking from your standpoint, Gemini, would be you, she has a blindfold on. So she's not really wanting to see something. She knows a decision has to be made, and I'm just talking about this as a female on the card, again, but does not necessarily mean it has to be the gender of a woman. But she's got a blindfold on her face, so there's something that needs to be looked at before this decision is made. Nine of Wands is here, so someone, again, this battle up here, this loss of what they felt like was going to be the ultimate love. So there's been someone who is now a wounded warrior. They've gone through a number of battles because they have 9 wands there. There have been 9 battles they've gone through and won, and they're still standing, but they're just a little weak. Page of Wands in reverse is not good news. It's very possible that's a rejection, because I believe someone in this equation is getting over a previous heartache. They are going to be, or rather you, Gemini, I believe, are going to be interacting with someone from your past. It could be past life. It could be in this life. It could be either of those, but it's someone that you have some fond memories with of some kind. There's fond memories there, but I don't see it being successful because the Empress is in reverse and the Queen of Swords is in reverse. So the energy carried by this person that at one time was a person of interest for you, there is nothing fertile growing. It's just kind of dead. There's just not much happening. And then there is going to be some kind of heated interchange between you and this person. The Queen of Swords in reverse can be very mean. They can often say things that are just cruel for cruelty's sake. So it is a very sharp-tongued person when it's in reverse like this. And the Seven of Wands is here. You're defending yourself. You're defending yourself against this person. And the Ten of Swords is here. So that means this situation, this partnership, whatever it was, is now dead in the water. It started off transforming and it's dead in the water. So Gemini, I believe now you're regrouping and you're saying, okay, that didn't work out. So where am I going to go? Because I do want my 10 of Pentacles. So I believe that's going to be your next objective, is you want that 10 of Pentacles. You want that stable home life. You want that legacy to leave for your children. So again, we're starting with Uranus on this card, which is all about change. Next to Uranus, the card of debilitated is next to that. And then next to that was the moon. So I believe that there was some discomfort that was caused by the inability to see things clearly. Someone was not able to see things clearly, and it was causing them a great deal of frustration, because I believe they were trying to work through something, but because they couldn't have clear thoughts, they weren't able to move forward any faster or any more than they were able to. Now, someone, though, is regaining their strength. They are standing in their own power, but it's still forthcoming. But I do see that someone is kind of stepping into their own power. There's also an abundance card here. The card of Jupiter is here. Jupiter is basically hold out your hand because something good is going to come. It can be negative sometimes, if you overeat or do things like that. That also, could be under the influence of Jupiter. Anything that's overdone, Jupiter always expands. So, like I say, it just depends on what it is. But I believe this is a very positive card in this layout. That's next to Taurus. So you are wanting to cultivate something, Gemini. You're wanting to plant some seeds, and you're wanting some clarity at this time. You're wanting some calm. But right now, this is another card of change. This is transits, and it's also the number 55. And fives are always about change. And so there is very definitely change going on for you, Gemini. If not now, then in the near future, unless for some of you it may have already started. But you are done, I believe, with your introspection. You've spent a great deal of time kind of mulling things over and thinking things through. So I think at this point now you are ready. This shows me that you're going to have a very passionate relationship, romantic relationship coming into being that I believe will also lead to, someone that you build a home with, because you also have the card of Pluto here, which is rebirth. So that tells me there's probably going to be a reconciliation with someone that this passion is shared with, that you create this home with. So there's some kind of a rebirth. There's a Taurus energy here, Gemini, and it's next to a reversed caution tape and a reversed hurricane season ahead. Now, reversed cards can either mean extremes or it can mean the opposite of the upright. So in this case, though, I see this as being extreme. So there may be a person in your energy, possibly this Queen of Swords in reverse, that you're going to have to be careful around. Just be careful in how you interact with this person. It's saying to replace your fear with faith, and Sagittarius is next to that. So there's a Sagittarius, it could be a friend or someone in this mix that is beginning to lose faith in the situation, and Spirit is saying replace your fear with faith. There has been a loss of money, and someone is very focused on money at this time because it says money is more important than love. So it could be, Gemini, that if you've been working really hard and you've been focused so much on your money, that's just where you are at this particular time. But there's going to be a phone call that changes this. And 777 is here, and this is a card of angelic, from the heavens, if you will. So there is a spiritual presence here. The Phoenix is showing up. So there will be, that's the second rebirth. We've got Phoenix, we've got rebirth. So that's anytime a card or a thought or an idea comes out twice or more in a reading, it gives it extra energy. So there's definitely going to be transformation. There's definitely going to be some kind of a rebirth. Here we go, 555, expect the unexpected. This is all about change. And they have serious regrets for hurting you. Your ex does. But you're going to have a new open doorway, Gemini. You're going to have an open doorway. But the person from the past is saying, give me a chance. This person is a drama queen, someone who is overly dramatic. It also involves an older man. There's an older man in this situation, and there's a person holding some Aries energy in this situation. The feelings are mutual with this person who is a secret admirer, who I believe is no longer a secret admirer because the feelings couldn't be mutual if they weren't. So someone who was a secret admirer, I believe, is going to come forward, and you're going to find out that the feelings are mutual. And it's someone that possibly holds Cancer and Leo energy. But this person here, I believe this card goes with this person. There's someone here who does not want commitment, who is a liar. So you're going to have to use your discernment, Gemini, because I see there's one very positive energy here, and then there's a very negative energy as well. I failed to mention this Page of Swords here, which landed here. This is a card about someone who's doing some investigation of some kind. It can mean a message, but to me, in this case, it's more about someone has been studying a lot about you, Gemini, and they've been doing things possibly without you knowing, maybe going, looking on social media or just trying to keep up with what's going on with you. But so there is going to be someone who doesn't want commitment. They're just kind of in and out. This is the Knight of Wands in reverse I was telling you about. That's the energy, the one that caused you to have your Nine of Wands, your defensive mode up. So that person is going to be around, and they are not being truthful. They do not want a commitment. Wedding rings is in reverse here. They do not want a commitment. So, but you have abundance ahead of you. Spirit is saying, be careful the path you choose. If you choose the right path, you have abundance ahead of you. This person, though, that is coming in as a liar, they are an enemy disguised as a friend. But Gemini, you are going to be getting justice in this situation. And Gemini, Spirit is saying you have strong psychic abilities, and it's saying that you have been ignoring your gut. And this is one of my lectures. I cannot say this enough. It is so important for everyone to use their intuition. If you don't feel like your intuition is very strong, work on developing your intuition, Gemini. You can spend some time meditating and just some quiet time, and trying to make contact with Spirit more. And the more you do this, I feel like the more the conversation between the two will get a little easier and a little more. So do not ignore your gut. Go by what your gut is saying, because that gut will never fail you, because that's God speaking to you. Now, this person, I believe, the same energy that's the Knight of Wands in reverse, I think that's what they're saying. You've been ignoring your gut about this person. And this person, I believe, Gemini, is someone, again, in the shadows. This is someone who's very delusional. And this person really is just after you for, a one-night stand. They are not being truthful. They're wearing a mask, and they are not a soulmate. They have represented themselves as one, but they are not. So, this card is they have done this before and will continue to do so. Join us in a missed opportunity. Again, I believe this person from the past is going to be reaching out to you because they feel like they've missed an opportunity. They're going to try to get together with you and see perhaps if they can make things work. Now, of the tea leaves, I have Rooster, which is an arrogant, boastful person that you should not cross. There is happiness coming for you. You are headed towards success, Gemini, but there are going to be obstacles to overcome. You're going to be spending some time with friends. There's going to be some good news coming in about an opportunity. But at the same time, you have some fears, and there may be some tense situations. There are going to be some problems to be resolved. Spirit is saying that you need to be very careful, or there will be a loss of material wealth. So the shark is saying to be careful. And the card next to that is warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So Gemini, please make sure that you watch your finances carefully, especially at this time. Haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. There's the Justice card right next to that. Now this Fair Man card landed right on top of the scale, so that's where I'm going to put it back. It says dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Possibly somehow this man, December ties into that relationship. It's significant in some form or fashion. Could be an anniversary. It could be a birthday, the day you met this person, anything along those lines. Well, family wishes coming true. Grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Romance is in the air. There are temporary situations that you're going to have to deal with, Gemini, and this card flew out with a lot of energy on the floor. Dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. So Gemini, that tells me that someone has really got you on their mind. There has been a forbidden love that, someone has been in a relationship that for whatever reason they felt like people either would not approve of it, they didn't want it to be known. So this was kind of a hidden relationship, if you will. But there's going to be something that's going to be happening in the near future. And I believe it's going to be some people, you and the person of your interest, you're going to be sitting down and you're going to be having a conversation, and there's going to be an offer that's made. But Spirit is saying that you really need to do more spiritual cleansing at this time. So please make sure you heed that. Someone is feeling very ghosted and blocked off at this time, and it is someone from your past that, at one time or currently feels like family to you. There is going to be some kind of either a pregnancy or someone loans somebody money, someone's falling in love with someone. There's a connection that's being made by one of these situations with a soulmate. There's also going to be a disconnect, I believe, again, with this Queen or the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's going to be a disconnect with someone that, even if it's not a divorce, if it's just a relationship, there's going to be a final severing of that relationship. Then there's going to be a pause. And then I believe someone is going to be racing towards someone that they've fallen in love with. Now, there is someone, it could be perhaps if someone is getting divorced, there may be some kind of issues that they have to go to court for, alimony, something along that line. You're going to have to go into court because the legal system is here as well, court paperwork filed. Now, this card came out perpendicular. The focused, eyes for you, fascinated, watching. So someone is very much watching you, Gemini. Gemini, I believe to this person of interest, you guys are back and forth to each other. You're sending each other dreams, songs. There's telepathic communication going on. But Gemini, Archangel Michael has come out to say that you do have angelic protection. You always need to use common sense, but you do have angelic protection. So just be aware of that. And there's going to be a very emotional situation that's going to be coming up where it's going to kind of rise with the tide. So be expecting an emotional situation of some kind. There's also going to be someone's going to get together, maybe for a cup of coffee, just to talk things over. It was a karmic relationship, and this person is now changing you. But Gemini, this person is still living in an outdated way of thinking, possibly replaying events over and over their head. This person's also a snake. So you really need to be aware. Again, I believe it's the same energy here, this Aries energy. This person is not, they don't have integrity. So please be very careful in your interactions with others, especially at this time. Make healthy choices, Spirit's saying. But there will be a conversation, and then the decision's going to have to be made because there's options. This person has options. Someone is in the process of healing their heart, and they're going to be ascending. Heart with a key, it says healing the heart, opening the heart, welcoming new love. That's what I'm trying to say. And it's going to be with a twin flame. Now, the other thing I wanted to bring you up with, I forgot to, about the tea leaf cards. Sometimes I feel an urge to look at the top and the bottom of the deck, and this was one of those times. So I see, Gemini, there are going to be some teardrops coming for you, but I want to say, here's why you don't need to worry, because the other card was sunrise. And it says new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. So don't worry, Gemini. A fresh start is going to be coming. Now, I've got a few messages from your person. And again, switch the roles if you need to. Just see how it resonates with you. You will always be my favorite hello, and my hardest goodbye. I miss you so much. My heart and soul are longing to be with you again. It's not personal, but I need some time to think and figure things out. I want to offer you an exclusive, committed relationship, and I will do all I can to make us happy. I want to feel the warmth of your body next to mine. Are you ready for a night of passion? Gemini! It will take time and patience, but we can overcome our differences. Let's explore some solutions together. I want to hold you tight in my arms and whisper, I love you. You are in my heart now and forever, and I will always be faithful to you. Now, this one was in reverse. I'm struggling to overcome my addictions. I've come a long way, but I still need help. I think this person is needing a little bit more time. Where was that one card? A little bit more time, but I think they are working their way out of this. So there is progress being made. Please forgive me for letting you go. I was a fool, and now I want you back. Can we start over and have a fresh new beginning? It would break my heart to see you with somebody else, and the distance between us will not keep us apart. So there are some Geminis out there that this is a long distance relationship, and your person is telling you that the distance will not keep you apart. One last deck we have from Spirit. Now, this one, I've got my deck upside down. Chemistry came out upside down next to codependency. So Gemini, I believe that the flame is fizzling. For this person, this negative energy here that you have a codependent relationship with, you're losing your desire for this person. But Spirit is saying, don't give up. Stay optimistic about your love life because you have new love coming in, Gemini. And Spirit's saying, give your relationship a chance because it will lead to engagement. And Spirit is saying it is safe for you to love with this positive energy I see coming in again. Not the energy from the Knight of Wands in reverse and this Aries, I believe. But it's saying it's safe for you to love, but it's saying that you're going to need to free yourself. It says it is time to take back control of your life, Gemini. So step into your power. And also, Gemini, express your love because you deserve love. Make the effort. Gemini, that's what I have for you. It's a lot of ups and downs and heartache and then new love. So changes. I hope this finds you all well. I send you light, love, and blessings. And I say, please shine bright and stay kind.